Hawks Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington football team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Washington nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
We will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
At the 40-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. He'll try the left side. Gibson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On first down, they go to Jacobs again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Shrugs off another. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Washington 3. Daniel Carr.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 21-3 is your score after 1.
Raiders 21, Washington 3.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr. From the right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd and 9. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A 21-yard attempt.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. We'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The CD. I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
comes at 1, and it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He's letting this one go. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now it's Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw again is Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. So they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And shedding his way forward. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Carr gonna throw. He'll buy some time right. There he he goes inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
On play action, it's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Throwing again. Jackson over the middle. Open is Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. To throw again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Raiders.
Throwing now is Carr. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 41 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
into the red zone. It's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And my goodness, another interception. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Carr to throw. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup at 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Raiders 52.
Well, Charles,